Hello students, you all are welcome to Maths Mahamantra, where number speaks, logic rules, and the concept becomes crystal clear. Today's topic is circle in two-dimensional coordinate geometry. First, it arises in mind that what a circle is. This is nothing but a specific shape. एक विशेष आकार होता है. ओके, चलिए देखते हैं कुछ प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल्स ऑफ ए सर्कुलर शेप. व्हाट इज द शेप ऑफ ए करेंसी कॉइन? जो कॉइन होता है इसका शेप क्या होता है? इट इज ए सर्कल. टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. व्हील, बाइसाइकिल व्हील और कार व्हील. व्हाट इज द शेप ऑफ द व्हील? द आंसर इज सर्कल. टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. CD. You know, CD is a digital storage device. So what is the shape of a CD? It is a circle. Okay. Take another example. Discus. You know, there is a sports event called discus throw. एक sports event होता है जिसका नाम है discus throw. जो discus होता है इसका shape क्या होता है? It is a circle. Okay. Take another example. Bangle. जो ज्वेलरी होता है, लेडीज जो चूड़ियाँ पहनती है, इन इंग्लिश वी कॉल इट बैंगल. व्हाट इज द शेप ऑफ ए बैंगल? इट इज ए सर्कल. सो फ्रॉम दिस डिस्कशन इट इज वेरी क्लियर अबाउट द शेप ऑफ ए सर्कल. ओके, नाउ आई वांट टू डिस्कस अबाउट द पाथ ऑफ ए मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, से द फर्स्ट केस इज रोटेशन ऑफ ए फैन. Okay, if you switch on a fan, it will rotate. There is a motor at the central place and 3 blades are attached with the motor. If you consider the path traced by the tip of each blade, what will be the path traced by the tip of each blade? Obviously, it will be circle. Okay, so rotation of fan. Okay, say case 2, the second hand of a clock. There are 2 hands of a clock. One is minute hand, another is second hand. The tip of the second hand, after a complete rotation, forms what type of path? It is a circular path. Where the second hand is fixed is called its center. Okay, clear? So rotation of second hand of a clock can give you the idea of a circle. Say case 3, if you walk around a temple in such a way the distance between the temple and you is always remaining constant, then what will be the path traced by you? That will be circle. So your path in this third case, when you are walking around a temple keeping same distance from the temple, will be obviously a circle. Take another case. If you tie a stone piece to a string and hold the another end point of the string and rotate the string, then what will be the path traced by the stone piece? It will be circle. अगर आप एक धागे का साथ किसी स्टोन पीस को टाई करेंगे और धागे का दूसरे एंड को होल्ड करके उस स्टोन को घुमाएंगे, तो नेचुरली what path the stone piece will trace? It will be a circle. Okay, so case 4 is rotation of a stone piece tied to a string. You can get a concept of circle from this example also. If you fix a pin on a board and attach a string, and at the end of the string if you fix a pencil and rotate the string around the pin, then what path the pencil will create or trace? It will be a circle. Okay, so from these examples of these specific objects and this rotation of different objects, the concept of circle is very clear. Okay, so how can we define a circle? This is very important. Okay, circle can be defined in this way. A circle is the set of all points in a plane that are at equal distance from a fixed point in the same plane. Okay, so there are two things. One will be a fixed point. Say this whiteboard is a plane. This is the fixed point, say, and another object is moving around this fixed point and different positions you are getting is this. So all these points should be at the equal distance, say r. They are all equal. Then the set of all these points in this plane will be a circle. Clear? So what is the fixed point called with respect to circle? Say the fixed point is C. This C is called center of the circle, and the fixed distance r is called radius of the circle. Okay? So in any circle there are two important terms. One is center of the circle, that is the fixed point around which a point is moving on the same plane, and another is radius, that is the distance of the moving point from the center. Okay? Clear? चलते हैं कुछ basic geometrical insight में about a circle. Now we learn some basic geometrical concept of a circle used in coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry में सर्कल से रिलेटेड कुछ बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट लर्न करना जरूरी है. फर्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट इज व्हाट? सेंटर एंड रेडियस. दिस इज द शेप ऑफ ए सर्कल. दिस इज द फिक्स्ड पॉइंट, say C, and at any instant of time the position of a moving point, the P is here. This is moving. Okay? So this CP, if you join C and P, you get this line segment CP, and I already explained this distance always remains constant. The distance between the moving point and the fixed point in this plane, and the distance between C and P is called radius of the circle. Clear? And what is the fixed point C called? This is called center of the circle. So center and radius. Clear? Next point is chord of a circle. किसी भी सर्कल का chord क्या होता है? Suppose this is the circle. Take any 2 points on the boundary of the circle called circumference, say A and B. If you join A and B, you are getting a line segment, and this line segment we call chord. There are infinite number of chords of a circle. Okay, here is one chord passing through the center. Say this is PQ. This is called diameter. So diameter is what? Diameter is the chord of any circle passing through its center. जो केंद्र है, केंद्र से जो chord पास कर रहा है, that chord is called diameter. Clear? Diameter is the greatest chord of any circle. Clear? तो आप ये देखे है कि भाई सेंटर से किसी भी पॉइंट का डिस्टेंस क्या होता है? That we call radius. CP is equal to R. Okay? So CQ and CP are equal, so this will also be equal to R. So what will be the length of the diameter? PQ. That will be R plus R. So that is called twice R. Diameter को अगर D से रिप्रेजेंट किया जाए, diameter is represented as D, then D is equal to twice R. Okay? So diameter is twice the radius of a circle. Clear? Come to third concept, that is arc. What is an arc of a circle? Arc means in Hindi चाप. This is say any circle. Circumference का एक part होता है ना. Say this point is A and this point is B. So this AB forms an arc. Okay? So it is the part of this circle or circumference of the circle. So I think arc is clear. And if it is a diameter, the PQ, where PQ is diameter of the circle, say D, capital D, then the diameter forms an angle at any point, say X, on the circumference. And do you know what is the value of this angle? This is always 90 degree. Diameter always forms a right angle at any point of the circumference. This is very important. Okay, so this much information is very important, which is used in coordinate geometry. Okay, till now we have learned what is a circle, what is a circular shape. Okay, so we have considered different objects like coin, wheel, CD, etc., etc., and then we have understood the circle in a better way, taking examples of a moving objects, okay, which is moving around a fixed point, like rotation of the tip of the blade of a fan, rotation of the tip of second hand of a clock, rotation of any object around a fixed point, maintaining a constant distance. These are all clearing the concept of a circle. Okay, and now we have learned about some basic geometrical concept about a circle. Now this is the right time to understand the circle in coordinate geometry. Okay, in coordinate geometry circle को ऐसे define किया जा सकता है, the locus of a point which is moving around a fixed point in a plane such that its distance from a fixed point in the same plane is constant is called circle. कोई भी एक point है जो किसी plane में move कर रहा है, but there is a condition. At any instant of time, it keeps a fixed distance from a fixed point in the same plane. Then the path traced by the moving point will be called circle. Clear? So, and you have already learned what is the center of the circle. The fixed point is called the center of the circle. The constant distance is called the radius of the circle. Okay. Now we'll derive the standard equation of a circle in two-dimensional coordinate geometry. Let's derive. What is the standard equation of a circle? That is x minus h का whole square plus y minus k का whole square, that is equal to r square. This is very important equation called the standard equation of a circle. So what is the proof of this equation? Here hk is the coordinate of the center of the circle, and what is r? This is radius of the circle. Radius means in Hindi trijya. Okay, so how can we derive this equation? Let's discuss. So first you draw the Cartesian coordinate system. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, and here is your origin. Okay, so suppose for convenience I am drawing the circle in the first quadrant. So this is the circle. This is the center whose coordinate is h, k. Okay, and this is the moving point. Okay, it is moving around this fixed point called center such that the distance between these two P and C is constant called radius, and say the coordinate of the moving point at any instant of time is xy. Okay, so given is what? The distance between P and C, that is r. Okay, here hk is the coordinate of the center C, that is given, and also given is PC is equal to r. So use distance formula. So what is PC? That is x minus h का whole square plus y minus k का होल स्क्वायर, इसका स्क्वायर रूट. You have already learned distance formula in my previous lecture in coordinate geometry, and what is given that this distance is equal to the radius of the circle, that is r. So here two things are given. One is the center and other is radius. Okay, and this is the equation. So if you remove square root, means if you square both sides of this equation, what will you get? You will get x minus h whole square plus y minus k ka whole square, that is equal to r square. Okay, so this is the derivation of the standard equation of any circle where the coordinate of the center is h comma k and the radius is r. Clear? Okay, now if you consider a special case, what is the special case? If origin is the center, अगर origin center होता है, then what will be the equation of the circle with origin and radius smaller? Obviously here hk will be 0 0, because you know the coordinate of the origin is 0 0 and radius given as smaller. So put these values here in the standard equation, you will get x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square, that is equal to r square. Hence x square plus y square is equal to r square, and this is the equation of the circle. Now we learn the topic about general equation of a circle. Okay, this is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So a very important equation. We frequently use this equation for solving different problems related to circle. So we should have a clear concept about the equation. How we have formed this equation? ये equation कैसे form हुआ है? अब already standard equation of a circle अब learn किए हैं. What is this? This is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square, that is equal to r square, where h and k is the center of the circle and the radius is smaller. Clear? You have already learned. So if you expand this, then what will you get? Use a minus b whole square, that is a square minus twice b plus b square. Okay, x square minus twice hx plus a square plus y square minus twice ky plus k square, and that is equal to r square. Here h, k and r are constants. H, k and r, these are constants. Okay, so if you rearrange, then I can say x square plus y square minus twice hx minus twice ky plus a square plus k square minus r square, that is equal to 0. If you put h is equal to minus g and k is equal to minus f in this equation, then how can we express this equation in terms of g, f and other constant terms? We can write it as x square plus y square plus twice gx plus twice fy plus, say this is c plus c is equal to 0. Okay, where c is equal to what? C is equal to a square plus k square minus r square. Okay, I have assumed c as this. Okay, and simply this is the equation which we call general equation of a circle. Clear? Now if you are asked to find out the center of this circle, तो center क्या होगा? What will be the center? Because I have derived this equation from the standard equation of the circle, this one. तो center क्या था इसमें? H के, okay? And what we have assumed? We have assumed H as minus G, so H will be replaced by minus G, and K as minus F, so K will be replaced by minus F. So this is the coordinate of the center of this general equation of circle. And what's about the radius? That is R. From here you can write R square is equal to A square plus K square minus C. And what is H? It is minus G. So minus G whole square, that is G square, plus K square is F square, that is equal to minus C. So you can write R is equal to what? Square root of G square plus F square minus C. So this is the value of the radius. Square root of G square plus F square minus C. So this is a very important concept, and you should remember these two formulas related to center and radius of the general equation of a circle. Okay. Now we should analyze general equation of circle further. Let's analyze. We have already learned about the derivational background of the general equation of a circle. And if this is the general equation of a circle, then the coordinate of center will be minus G, minus F, and the radius smaller will be equal to square root of G square plus F square minus C. Okay. Now, case 1, if the value of G square plus F square minus C is greater than 0, then R will be greater than 0, the radius will be greater than 0. Then the circle will be called real circle. Okay, it is practically possible. Case 2, if G square plus F square minus C is equal to 0, then what will happen? A radius will be equal to 0. So what will be the circle called? It will be called a point circle. Okay, the circle will collapse to a point if the radius is 0. Clear? And there is a case T, if G square plus F square minus C is less than 0, means if it is negative, then R will be what? Square root of any negative real number forms an imaginary number. You have already learned in my previous video. So R will be imaginary. Okay. So what will be the circle called? For case 3, it will be called a imaginary circle, काल्पनिक वृत्त with real center, with real center. Okay, it is not possible to draw in real field. Okay, so this is a simple analysis with the value of G square plus F square minus C. We can get different form of circle. Now we have learned 3 formulas on circle. First one is standard equation of a circle, that is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, where coordinate of the center is h comma k and radius is smaller. Second one, equation of circle with origin as center and radius r, that is x square plus y square is equal to r square. And third one is general equation of a circle, that is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, where the center is minus g comma minus f and radius is root over g square plus f square minus c. So with the help of these 3 formulas, now we'll solve some problems which will help you to clarify this concept. Okay, This is problem number 1. Find the equation of a circle with center 3, -5 and radius 3. तो किसी सर्कल का इक्वेशन फाइंड आउट करना है जिसका कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ द सेंटर इज गिवन एज 3, -5 and radius 3. So you have already learnt about the equation of a circle in standard form. Use the standard equation of a circle, that is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square, that is equal to r square. Okay, you have already learned this. What is given here? This point is given. So say hk is equal to 3 - 5 and radius is given as 3. Okay, so these are given. So put the values here. So if you put this value of h, k and r, what will you get? You will get x minus h is 3 whole square plus y minus k is equal to -5 whole square, that is equal to r is 3, r square, that is equal to r square, r is 3. So x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 5 whole square, that is equal to 9. So this is the equation of the circle. Question number 2 is, does the point 5, -1 lie on the circle x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 25? हमें ये वेरीफाई करना है कि ये जो पॉइंट है इस सर्कल को सेटिस्फाई करेगा कि नहीं, अर्थात इस सर्कल का ऊपर ये पॉइंट सिचुएटेड होगा कि नहीं. ओके, इट्स वेरी सिंपल. पुट x is equal to 5 and y is equal to -1 in this equation. So what will you get? At the left hand side you will get 5 minus 2 whole square plus -1 minus 3 whole square, that is equal to 3 square plus -4 the whole square, that is equal to 9 plus 16, that is equal to 25. So this is the value of LHS. And what is the RHS given? This is 25. Hence LHS is equal to RHS and both are equal to 25. So the answer is the point will lie on the circle. Clear? चलते हैं next problem में. This is problem number 3. Find the equation of the circle with origin as center passing through the point 5, 12. तो उस सर्कल का इक्वेशन फाइंड आउट करना है जिसका सेंटर क्या होगा, ऑरिजिन, जिसका कोऑर्डिनेट क्या होता है 0, 0, and it will pass through a given point that is 5, 12. What is the solution? You know, equation of a circle, the origin as center and radius smaller is this. So you can use this formula here, x square plus y square, that is equal to r square, where origin is the center. It is origin, coordinate of origin is 0, 0. Okay, now what should I find out? I have to find out the value of r from the given condition. So the case is like this. This is your center, its coordinate is 0, 0, and it is passing through a point, say P, whose coordinate is 5, 12. So what is the radius? Use distance formula. Radius is equal to square root of 5 minus 0 whole square plus 12 minus 0 whole square. From distance formula I can get radius. So this is 5 square plus 12 square, इसका square root that is square root of 25 plus 144, that is square root of 169, and this is equal to 13. Okay, so what is the equation? The equation is x square plus y square is equal to 13 square, that is x square plus y square is equal to 169. So this is the required equation of the circle under consideration. Clear? चलते हैं next problem में. This is problem number 4. Find the center and radius of the circle x square plus y square minus 8x minus 6y plus 5 is equal to 0. एक सर्कल का इक्वेशन दिया है, इससे इसका सेंटर और रेडियस फाइंड आउट करना है. So what is the solution? We have already learnt about the general equation of any circle. Obviously this given equation is in the form of the general equation of the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Okay? So if you compare this equation with the given equation, then we can write twice g is equal to minus 8. Okay? And twice f is equal to 6, and the constant term c is equal to 5. This is clear? From here I can find out g, that is g is equal to minus 8 by 2, that is equal to minus 4. Okay? What is f? f is equal to 6 by 2, that is equal to 3, and the c is equal to 5. So what is the center of the circle? That is, you know, center is minus g minus f, is minus g. G is what? Minus 4, and minus f. What is f? That is 3. So what is the center? That is 4 comma minus 3. Okay, so this is the center of this given circle. And what is radius? You already learned the formula. The radius is given by root over g square plus f square minus c. Put the values. Is g, that is minus 4 whole square, plus what is a? That is 3 whole square. What is c? That is 5. So minus 5 is the square root. So 16 plus 9 minus 5 का square root, that is 20 का square root, that is equal to 4 into 5, that is 2 root 5. So this is the radius. So what is the answer? Center is 4 comma minus 3 and radius is 2 root 5 unit. Okay, this is the answer. Clear? चलते हैं और एक प्रॉब्लम में. This is problem number 5. Convert the equation of the given circle into standard form. What is the equation of the given circle? That is x square plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay. So what is the solution? I have already learned the standard equation of the circle, that is x minus h whole square plus y minus a whole square, that is equal to r square, where hk be the center of the circle and smaller is the radius. So I have to convert this equation in this form. यही तो क्वेश्चन है. तो what is the equation given? X square plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So here we'll form a perfect square and use the formula which you have learnt in class 8th or 9th level, that is a plus b whole square is equal to what? A square plus twice ab plus b square. And what is a minus b square? That is a square minus twice ab plus b square. We'll use this formula here. So rearrange this equation as this: x square plus 6x, and form another group as y square minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay. So to make this a perfect square, what we can add? X square plus 2 into x into 3. Then obviously the next term should be 3 square. Okay. This is extra. And here y square minus 2 into y into 2, that is minus 4y, plus which term we have to add to make it a perfect square? That is 2 square. And this is extra. So obviously at the right hand side we can write, if you take this minus 12 at the right hand side, it will be 12 plus, you have to nullify 3 square, here will be 3 square plus here will be 2 square, because we have added 3 square and 2 square as extra, so we have to nullify them. So this is the answer, to nullify them. Okay. So what is this? This is x plus 3 the whole square, and you can write this as y minus 2 the whole square. And what is the value of this? 12 plus 9, 21 plus 4, 25. Okay. So this is x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square, that is equal to 5 square. So this is the conversion of this equation in the standard form. So what is the value of h and k here? H is, if you compare this equation with the standard form, then h will be minus 3. Okay. And what will be k? K will be 2. And what will be the value of radius? That is 5. So this is the answer. And this is the conversion. Okay. तो आज यहाँ तक आज का ये सेशन आपको कैसा लगा है? अगर अच्छा लगा है तो प्लीज़ डू लाइक, share and subscribe. And if there is any problem in the concept, please write down the problem in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you all for watching this video. Wait for my next video. Thank you.